Hello guys, and welcome to Scaling Your Email Agency series, a series I'm creating so you can scale your email agency. I'm going to share strategies, tips, insights, everything that I've learned that has helped me scale my agency to 7 figures. Basically share with you guys, man, because there's too much fluff online with people that don't know what they're doing, that have never done what they teach, just make money teaching you things that they've never ran. But guys, I've been running an email business since I was in high school. I've helped thousands of people do the same all around the world, with hundreds of them making well over 6 figures a year, and even some making 7 figures a year. So I know what I'm talking about. I still run my agency. We make our clients millions of dollars. I am the guy to listen to if you want to scale your email agency. That's why I wanted to start a series, man. Just give back, not charge you guys anything. Whatever I'm going to share in this series, you guys would pay $10,000 for and say it's a great program. So I hope you guys genuinely pay attention, take notes, engage with me. Tell me what you want me to cover. Tell me what you want me to expand on. I want this to be an interactive thing, not only something I'm doing. So this series, again, I created this so you can navigate your email agency better, whether you're going through an obstacle, a certain phase, just, starting out. You guys can learn a lot from my journey, me literally witnessing thousands of people's journey, and even my own journey. It's been so unique, which I'm going to share with you guys on today's video. I just wanted to tell you guys my story, not really all the sob story of where I was born, all that, but more the story with my email agency, how it started, the different phases I went through. In the next videos of the series, I'm going to be talking more specific topics, specific videos, kind of sharing my perspectives on certain things that are common in the email agency world. And also, by the way, if you guys don't run an email agency, I promise you this series will still be helpful for you. However, I am making this exclusively for email agency owners or copywriters, same thing, just people that write words. That's what I've done, right? I can't tell you how to scale a Facebook ads agency because I haven't done that, but I have scaled an email agency. So this series is going to be focused on that. So my story with emails honestly starts from my mentor, Brandon Carter. So, before I even got into online marketing and digital marketing, when I was just kind of hearing about it, Brandon Carter always used to talk about email being the bloodline of a business, right? Why it's so important to a business, how most of his businesses generate a lot of revenue through emails. When I started my dropshipping store, that's where my journey started, right? With my dropshipping store, I focused on email marketing because I understood the power of it, right? Even if it was just doing a campaign on MailChimp, setting up automations, I was still just doing email marketing. Anyways, dropshipping didn't really work out for me like that, but I did learn email marketing. And Brandon Carter, being my mentor, he taught me a lot about Klaviyo, setting up proper email campaigns and flows, because he had an e-com store then. He did email marketing and they were crushing it. So I got to see the behind the scenes of all that. Learned from the homie Ezra, shout out Ezra Firestone himself, on how to do email marketing. And it was just a skill that I had because I did dropshipping that. But then came a time, I've shared this story many times before, where someone paid me $2,000 to write emails for them. I was so broke. This was senior year of my high school. That month I made them almost $12,000. And then a light bulb went to my head where I'm like, okay, I can do this long term. So then I just made that my thing. I was a freelancer for a bit, just doing odd jobs, taking 2,000 here, 2,000 here, 2,000 here, because I wasn't making any money outside of just this online world. I just quit my job, so any money was good to me. I would travel to California, New York, try to sign clients for $2,000, $3,000. It was just one-time fees. I was just a freelancer that would just set up flows. And then it got to a point where I started doing really good, and people started, coming to work with me because I was one of the only email guys. I even turned my whole personal brand into being the email guy, making YouTube content on email marketing from back in the days. We can even put some old footage here, to show you guys some of the old videos I used to make on email when I was still in high school. But anyways, there got to a point where I realized, okay, I need to make this a reoccurring thing. I can't just survive with one-time clients because I'm going to have to go hunt for more clients. So I need to sign reoccurring clients. Then I started what a lot of people, followed and did in the email space, RevShare. I was one of the first ones, if not the first one, to do RevShare with email marketing. And that's what got me a lot of money, I would say, right? Because I would charge an onboarding fee. Then I would also get RevShare based on what I generated for them, because there's too many times where I would charge someone $2,000, $3,000 and make them 6 figures and, make nothing in the back end. RevShare was a good enough deal where I was like, hey, listen, you don't have to pay me anything monthly. Just pay me a percentage of whatever I make you. You would not have seen this revenue anyway. That went really well, actually, to a point where as a one-man team, I almost scaled up to $70,000 a month. But you can only imagine the type of headaches and things that came with that, just being a one-man team, right? And this is, again, all through inbound, guys, all through inbound. I was earning fat checks just through RevShare and charging onboarding and getting inbound clients. I wasn't even doing no outreach, nothing. It was all through personal branding. Then I hired my first person, taught her how to do emails. She was very mid, honestly. And this is when I was making so much money, but I was so stupid. I would invest in cheap talent. And again, we'll talk about hiring talent, the mistakes I made when I first started hiring, transitioning from a freelancer to an agency. We're going to talk about all of that. But yeah, this girl I hired, she wasn't the best. I had to eventually let her go because I remember one time she sent like one store's email to another. And, I just had to do admin things, help me out because I was managing too many stores by myself. But I was still holding it down. One-man team, still holding it down. And then I hired this guy, this Nepali guy who lived in India, had a soft spot for Nepalese people. So I trained him, made him part of my team, was paying him good as well, which is funny. He ended up snaking me a year later to start his own email agency. That's not the snaky part. The snaky part is the way he did it, behind the scenes and all that, whatever. It's not even part of that. But having this guy actually helped because he was a hard worker, he listened, and he helped me execute on my ideas, right? So it was basically me and this guy, and then he would hire some other friends he knew from Nepal, right? What's crazy about that is those friends that he hired and those friends that he taught emails, they run email marketing agencies in Nepal now and are successful. Because I went to Nepal and I saw them and I was like, wow, you guys are doing well. But again, this time, guys, like I was so not serious because I could have been making so much more reinvesting into good talent, but I was making so much profit. And here I was hiring kids and Indians and Nepalese and Filipinos for hundreds of dollars that didn't have the talent. I made so many mistakes, and I had so much of these, man, where I would hire some guys and like they would not even be that good. Anyways, this team with this Indian guy and some other younger kids, man, that lasted for a couple of months. This is when I learned about systems, started systemizing things, everything started getting better. And then towards Q4 of 2020, I remember we scaled so heavily. I had to let go of that, the dusty team. And I had that one main guy with me still. We hired a lot of people from the Philippines. I remember it was almost like overnight, I had like 8 employees. And before, we used to work in a sense where like, for me, I started as a freelancer, so I would do everything. So with this guy, I would assign him stores and he would be in charge of that. Not realizing the assembly line approach of things, of having a copywriter, having a designer. But during this time, my really good friend and someone I look up to and someone that's inspired me, that's been a student but also a mentor to me, Brandon was doing a lot of different things and trying things out. He came across a lot of different systems that we should implement, and then we had a more assembly line approach. Guys, this was like some of my record months of my life, but everything was so chaotic because I did not understand systems and I did not understand how to lead a team, how to manage a team. And again, we're going to talk about all this in the series. Like, I'm just giving you guys a brief overview story right now, but we're going to talk about all this, in the series. But anyway, so Brandon shows me these systems. We have a more of assembly line approach to how we do emails. I have like 8 to 10 Filipino employees. I remember every day I was stressed out. I had some, other people as well helping me out. Still making crazy profits because I was hiring cheap, and that's going to be a whole video and lesson in itself, but I was hiring very cheap, right? So that was really stupid on my end. Anyways, I burn out. Then I go to Miami and Mexico. I literally genuinely stopped caring about my business because I'm like, this is so chaotic. I don't want to work on this. I'm going to do something else. So the business was still running. We're making like 50 G's profit a month. And I'm like, I remember I was in Mexico one month. My assistant sends me the P&L and I'm like, the fuck, does this say I made 50,000 this month? And I'm like, USD? And I'm like, damn, I didn't do anything this month, and that's not advice, and it's not me flexing, like this is how stupid I was. And instead of going harder than ever, hiring talent, building an empire, getting to a place where we could have probably been an 8-figure agency, I relaxed, right? And during that time, like I just got so tired of managing a team, guys. This was one of the stupidest things that I've done, and I feel really dumb for this, but I partnered. Not the partnering part that I feel stupid on is like there was one day where I basically go, and you know what, I don't want to manage a team no more. Let's do this. I'm gonna have 2 of my students that run an agency. I'm gonna partner with them. I'm gonna give them equity on my agency. And they're like, okay, yeah, since we're coming with it, we don't even need your team members. And I'm like, bet. Fired like 6 people in one day, and I remember 6 to 8 people. I forgot how many, but it was a lot. When I did it then, it felt like nothing, but looking back at it, that was really stupid because one, I didn't really let my team, assimilate, and I wasn't a leader, man. I just was not a leader, right? I didn't lead well, man. That was all on me. That was me doing that because I was avoiding. That was not a good thing to do at all to those people, to my agency. And even that partnership, guys, it ended up not working out like 3 to 4 months after that. And I had to go back into my agency and now like be the CEO again, focus on everything, rebuild systems. And during this time, again, my boy Brandon, he was helping me out a lot, showing me what he was doing, showing me all the stuff he was going, to a point where like I'm hiring team members that work at his team. and then they work at mine as well. We're almost like sharing team members. Again, even though I'm hiring all these people, I'm throwing money around, like it's all over the place. I remember we had clients, we're getting results, but like, yo, things are all over the place. Things are stressful. Team is getting stressed. Like, it just got to a point where like, bro, I'm like, I just don't want to run this shit, man. I got there again, you know, again, some of the employees, they didn't trust my leadership. They ended up just not listening. A lot of them started even left right before Q4. This is when I found my boy Victor, who helped me for a couple of months with my agency. I made him like the, you know, the CEO almost, while I was fucking around traveling like a dumbass, not caring for my business. Again, like I'll admit to you guys, I made so many mistakes during this time, and like I did so many things I shouldn't have done, that if I was to just sit down and focus, I would definitely have an 8-figure agency right now. Again, I got into the agency, realized I don't want to do this. We're always just getting leads from inbound anyway, so you know, things are going well. Like in the past, like it would be like fulfillment issues. I always go by the 3 S's: service, system, sales. And for me, my service and systems were lacking heavy. Sales, it was there because inbound I was getting good leads, but the service and systems were lacking heavy. Things were not getting done on time. We're missing deadline. It was all over the place. It was honestly very chaotic. Even when Victor got in, all I did, you know, when I hired Victor was just divert all the responsibilities and all the things I had to Victor. I got to a point eventually where I was in Cape Town around mid 2022, where I'm like, yo, I'm just done with this agency, bro. Like, I don't want to run this. I have fixed expenses with my team and it's catching up. My profits all over the place. I'm super unorganized. I've lost the love for learning this business. So what did I do? I actually gave my clients away to 2 of my like really close friends. Let me just wipe the sweat off because that's how hard we working. You know, I gave my clients to 2 of my boys that were running an agency, and it started off with like, you know, hey, take some clients. Then it went, you know, take some systems I have built as well. Oh, actually, you know, I have some really good team members. You should probably hire them as well. To a point where it was like, all right, we'll partner up. We'll do this equity. I focus on this, you guys focus on this, and let's build this together. And that was around 2 years ago with my current business partners, Justin and Jasper. Don't get me wrong, like the road was not like this smooth sailing, right? There was a lot of friction. There was a lot of ups and downs. There was a lot of learning, you know, learning from my end, learning from their end. But now I'm at a point where I run my dream agency. I remember sitting down, and we're going to talk about this. This is actually the topic of the next video on the series, which is about, you know, your dream agency. But I'm at a point where we sign clients and I don't even know. We're leveraging my personal brand. We're leveraging my network to sign clients. We have a lot of other systems in place as well, but we have an amazing service. We have great systems, and then we have good sales because we have inbound and outbound. We're not just relying on personal branding, referrals for clients, right? So I'm at a point where I run my dream agency. There was a time last year in Cape Town where I just checked Slack and I saw we signed a client, and I was like, dope. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wow, this is awesome. So it took me a lot to get to this point, and I'm still, you know, there's still transitions going. There's still things happening. I'm a lot more hands-off with my agency now. That is part of my dream agency, is being super hands-off, focusing on more high-level things than the day-to-day. That's my story of like my agency, guys, like starting from a freelancer, just trying something out, getting paid $2,000 to, you know, making hundreds of thousands of dollars, being able to buy the house that I live in now, being able to travel the world, being able to buy my dad a car, being able to support my family, you know, do a lot. Like my whole life I credited it to email marketing and my email agency. Again, all this was possible because of emails, and I want to share what I've learned in this journey with you guys so you guys can learn from my mistakes, because trust me, I made a lot of mistakes. Just off the story you guys heard, like, you guys can tell I made a lot of mistakes. There's a lot of times I got complacent. There's a lot of times where I let people surpass me because I got just too comfortable. And I want you guys to avoid all those mistakes, avoid all these obstacles, and just overall, guys, like, grow. Just off these series, just if you just listen and execute what I tell you, you guys will grow and you guys will do better than most of the agencies out there, because again, the people they're learning from never ran an email agency. Your boy ran email agencies even when he did not feel like it, and even when he did not want to. So I know what it takes to grow an email agency. I know what it takes to also make an email agency fail. And also now I also know how to transition an email agency into something bigger, so you're earning more than just emails with your agency, even if you're still emails exclusive. That's what I want to share in this series. And again, I want your guys' involvement. I want you guys to comment, like right now, if you guys watch this video till now and listen to the whole story, comment the word email so I know who my real ones are, right? I want you guys to know what topics you guys want me to cover. I'm going to get very detailed, very specific on things. You know, I'm going to go talk about concepts, but I'm also going to go, shit, man, show you guys how to build flows the way I do it, you know, instead of just the technical way. Like, how do you think about flows, right? How do you think about pricing your stuff? Like all these different topics that I have in mind. I'm excited to make videos on this for you guys so you guys can have a dope agency and avoid all the mistakes and just succeed faster than I did. Again, I'm super confident in what I talk about is because it's not only what I've done, but I've helped so many people. Maybe the next video or the next time I record, I'll have some case studies in line where I got my boy Umar, drives around in an RA, runs a 6-figure email business, big Twitter personal brand. My boy Brandon, who eventually switched to having Google as well, crushing it. Eric, I think he told me the highest he's done was like 96 or something that a month. My boy Tarun at 19, running a 6-figure a month agency. Like, that's just some of the stories. We have so many more, and I know I'm very confident in what I teach. I'm very confident in what I speak. It comes from experience. I don't bullshit around, you know. It comes from straight experience and what I've gone through. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this series. This is the first of many videos. I want you guys to like, share this with any email marketers or copywriters that you come across, because this series is going to change their life. That you're not going to need another course. And you guys might be wondering, hey, are you going to sell anything at the end? Even the things I have to sell, I don't care enough. I want to have the best series. It will be in the description, whatever different products that we have. We have a mastermind for email marketers and copywriters, but I want to focus on delivering the best content, so that's all I care about right now. So hope to see you guys in the next video of the series where we talk about your dream agency. And yeah, let's get it, man. Let's make money. Let's make this email money. Emails changed my life. Let me help you change your life with email marketing.